Hey guys, hey, Christy Ashenbrander here. I'm the Angel Lady and I help people move beyond their limits. You guys, I'm an hour and 6 minutes late. Late. I'm very, very late. So, what happened? I scheduled too much into my day and then I didn't have time to eat dinner. And then I ate dinner and I'm like, I can't do this. I need to sit. I'm an hour and 6 minutes late, but here I am Friday night on Fireside with messages from Spirit. Thanks for hanging out with me. Fireside seems to be working a little bit better. I don't know if it's because I put in an internet nest. So I guess the Wi-Fi is reaching me a little bit better. I'm not really sure, but I'm super excited to do messages from Spirit. No matter how many people are here. Hi, Christina. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Madison. Hi, Sarai. So the way that this works is I'm human and I do the best that I can to translate the messages from Spirit. You're allowed to have 1 or 2 people that you can speak to when I pull you up on the live. And I do the best that I can to translate it, right? It's like trying to translate a foreign language. I'm not perfect. I'm human. You know, sometimes they want me to say Massachusetts or Boston and they'll show me the Boston Red Sox. And, you know, it can get lost in translation sometimes. Also, you know, I'm human and can be wrong sometimes too. So, you know, I do the best that I can and I'm here just to help everyone who has lost someone to heal. And so, no. Sarai's new here. Welcome, Sarai. Thanks for hanging out. Who wants to come on camera with me? So maybe you guys can try and figure this out a little bit. Hi, Janelle. And see if you can try and join. And then I can pick from somebody from there. There's my William. Hi, William. Thanks for joining me. Madison. All right, Madison, first to pop up. Let's see if we can't get you on video, Maddie. I invited you. I think your mama's here too. I think that's my Jenny. I'm not really sure.
Hi.
Where you at, girl? Oh my God. Hi. Where's
She's
that
at her
little
grandma's
baby?
for right now. I had to bring her father to work. I'm having a little break.
So you got some quiet time for yourself? Fantastic. How are you doing?
Good. Got a new job finally. Yep.
Yeah?
Exciting.
That's
Love it.
Great. Are you missing your
Very.
mama?
I message her constantly.
I miss her too, but when I see her smile, it more than makes up for it, right?
She is so happy there. She tells me all the time. She's like, I can drive with my rock lights on. And I'm like, oh my God, Mom.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for her. She's doing great. Yeah. So who did you want to talk to tonight? I need a name.
I'm hopefully going to be able to talk to my grandpa. His name is Roger Defiant.
I knew it was going to be. It's really weird because I was thinking about you just before I came on camera because you had come to my group readings and didn't get a chance to get read. So I was thinking about that just before I got on the live, and it's really funny that you popped on here and you were the first one to pop up. So this was it your grandfather or your great-grandfather?
He was my great-grandfather.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I know that I know your mama, but I don't know your grandparents in any way. I don't know your grandparents, great-grandparents, any of your mom's extended family. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I think I just found out within the last 6 months that your mom had a brother that I never fucking knew about. And I've known her for, I don't know. I'm 45, so at least 25 years. And I had no clue she had a brother. So.
My boyfriend didn't even know I had an uncle for 3 years. So.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh, you laugh just like your mom, too. That's so cute. She's a little bit more loud, though, right?
Oh, yeah. You can definitely tell when my mom laughs.
So connecting with, I'm trying to connect to his energy. I'm just going to ask him to tune into my frequency and see if we can't match that. He's showing me sitting on a couch. And I don't know if that's like most guys have like a chair, recliner or whatever, but he's showing me sitting on a couch rather than a chair or recliner. Does that make any sense to you at all?
It does. It's
Okay.
weird though because he has a chair at my great grandmother's that's going to be mine when she passes. He sat in that chair all the time, or the couch, and we just sat and watched TV and movies and stuff.
Okay. Did he sit with you on the couch then? Is that what it was?
Yeah. He used to
Okay.
always sit with me on the
So
couch.
I get a certain picture in my head and it can be completely wrong, but I'm seeing this couch that's almost like it's a different texture. It's not a regular couch texture. So like velvet or I'm not really sure. I just closed off my own video. Hold on one second. Somebody could try to pop on here and I don't know how to run Fireside quite yet. You can still hear me though, right?
Yep.
Okay. So it's kind of like a velvety texture
Velvety.
to me. And does it have like a flower pattern too?
It doesn't have a flower pattern,
Okay.
but my grandmother does have a flower pattern blanket on it.
Okay. So fair enough.
So
It's not that clear, but I'm doing the best that I can, but it's pretty good. And I almost feel like it's something that the 80s threw up.
Oh, that couch. Yep, I know that couch. I remember that couch. I
Okay.
hated that couch.
Okay, so that makes sense to you. Great.
Yep.
So we're going somewhere. So he's showing me sitting on the couch with you. I know that you're your mom's only child, but did your uncle have any children? Because he's just showing me you and him, like two peas in a pod, like
No, it was
always.
always just me.
Yeah. So,
I was his whole world. He told everybody that.
okay. So what he's doing is he's showing me like a sunshine circle around you. So I don't know what that means. Like you are my sunshine, or there's like you are the the sun rose and set on you. Does that make sense to you? Not on you, but to you. My brain's like fried.
He always told me I was his sunshine.
Okay, so the sunshine makes sense.
Yeah.
He's showing me the sun. Did he have a little dog?
I mean, she was little. She was kind of like Piper. He had a beagle.
Okay. Was she kind of white? I'm seeing white fur.
Yep, she was mostly white and black. She had some brown, but it was mostly white.
Okay. But is that dog still living or?
No, she passed away a couple years after him.
So she's with him. So just so you know that. So I don't know if you were curious or your mom or whatever, but she's with him. So what's your baby's name? I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I know it's a girl. Hazley. It popped in my head just as you said it. My niece's name is Hazley, so I would get it mixed up all the time. So what he's showing me is that he's holding her and handing her to you. So just showing you that like he did meet her. Okay. And he held her before she came here. I hope your mom's watching this. She better be, damn it. I feel like she needs to hear it too. So what he's showing me next is him and your mom laughing, just straight out, just laughing, like full belly, like loud, obnoxious laughter, almost to the point it's like, will you two shut up? Like you're giving me a headache.
Yep, that was him.
Your mom's always been naturally
laughing.
loud, but I think that he's trying to claim like she's like him in that respect. Like they have that same boisterous attitude towards life. He was worried about her for a while. I don't know if you're aware of it. Before he passed, but he was really concerned about her, and he's really happy that she's found her peace. And it's very brave of you to let her go, and he wants you to know that. Because you did a good thing by doing that for her. I'm gonna cry. I don't want to cry. Cut it out. Damn it! You're not supposed to make me cry. It was really hard of you. So I don't know if like you struggled internally and you didn't tell her that.
I did.
I feel like there were some weak moments where you had like, Mom, please don't go. Like, kids do that, and that's understandable. But you really struggled with like not wanting her to go. Things are gonna shift for you. So here's the deal. I'm gonna get these tears out of my eyes. Things are a struggle for you right now, and I don't mean so much with the baby, but in your own life. I'm not going to reveal too much on this because it's very private, okay? And you're realizing some things that you didn't realize before, especially since the baby came. Like, things are much fucking harder than you thought that they were going to be.
They are like so much harder now.
Zero help.
Yep.
Okay? Um, you're gonna flip your bitch switch at some point. You haven't done it yet, but you're this close, sister. And then it's gonna be snap, and you're gonna be like, "Bye, I'm going to mom.
Yep.
Taking my shit. See you later." Whether that's permanent or not, I don't know, but there's gonna be a breaking point for you. Okay, and that's okay, and that's normal. And I want you to know that if you're afraid to do that, you don't need to be. Okay, so grandpa's coming in saying, "I got your back," and he's got an ugly stick. So he's gonna beat him with an ugly stick if he has to.
Oh
So
boy.
I don't know what's going on there. That's your business, sister, but I'm just telling you, your grandpa's got your back. Always have been, always will be, right? You don't ever have to worry about being in danger, stepping into danger, being afraid of doing anything on your own, because you have a massive army of angels. I say angel, but angels behind you. Him being in the forefront. Okay. I feel like there's dogs too. Like there's more than one dog. Did you lose a dog too?
We lost Wendy and Houdini. They were Wendy was Lily's mom and Deanie was Lily's brother. We lost them within the same year,
Okay,
I
so
think.
he has them all. So I don't know if he was a dog lover or not, but he's collecting them for you.
He was.
So
We've lost a lot of dogs.
yeah, he said you can keep the chickens, but he'll take care of the dogs.
Okay.
I don't know if he didn't like the chickens or not, but like he's just like, I'll take care of the dogs, but you can keep the chickens. So there's another baby, and I know you don't want to hear that, but there's a
What?
not right now. Okay, Jenny, if you're watching this, not right now.
That'll give you
I'm
a
gonna
heart
say
attack.
5 years. 5 years and a boy. Now, my boy girl predictions, they're a little off lately, so I would just take that with a grain of salt. But I'm going to say 5 years. There's a 5. So you need a 5-year plan. So things are hard right now. So with a second child, they'll get worse. So, right? Being realistic with you.
I was the first, second, and third child. I was the best, the worst, and the awful.
I know. Me and your mama go way back, girl. So second child's going to be a boy, as far as I know. That's what I'm getting. But there are plans that you had in motion that got stopped when you had this baby. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not,
It does.
but you've got to get them done in that 5-year. Okay. Don't put them in the back burner. A lot of women, when they have children, they put things in the back burner. And this one is just like, don't put it in the back burner. It's really important that, oh, my ears are ringing, that you get focused, super, super focused, and you have a hard time focusing. You're like, blah, 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 all over the place. Ow, I just whacked my elbow. But it's really important you find your focus because you're going to need it, right? So don't be afraid to ask for help, right? Don't be afraid to pack your shit and go run into mama. Mama's always going to be there. But you've really got to get yourself straight, and things shouldn't be this hard for you right now. Okay? And that's your grandpa saying, like, things shouldn't be this hard. Okay? And you know why. I'm not going to say why. Okay?
Yep.
You deserve to have help, to be happy, and to not feel like you're splitting into a million particles in different directions at any given time. Okay? He wants you to hear that. Like,
I was actually just talking to my mom about stuff that's going on, and I said those exact words.
well, I promise you, she didn't tell me. I haven't talked to her since
No,
when I did her
assumed
reading.
he was here. He kind of mingles at night.
So I haven't
talk
talked to
every
her.
morning.
If you saw the Fireside, I don't know if it was Facebook or Fireside where I did a reading for her. I didn't talk to her after that and haven't talked to her since. So that's the last interaction I had with your mama. So it's not her telling me this. This is your great grandfather. I don't know. Did you call him Pepe?
I called him Grandpa Roger.
Grandpa Roger. Okay.
I always called him Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Pepe was Mom's dad's dad.
Is he living?
The one that passed away.
Okay. He's saying even the way that he grew up and the lifestyle that he had where people took care of him, he still put in an amount of effort into his family. Okay. And again, without revealing too much, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. You deserve more, and he wants that for his sunshine. Like, he wants you to have more. You deserve more. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have time, peace, understanding, help. Like, you're too young to be this stressed. Okay. You're 18?
20.
20. Okay, sorry.
I'm gonna
You're
be
still too young to be this
21,
stressed.
bro.
Huh?
I'm gonna be legal soon.
That
21.
is not the answer. That is not the answer. The answer
Yeah.
is to get your shit together in that 5 years. All right.
Yeah.
Um, so we've got the lady in the yellow dress with the owl, which I think is your mom's friend. She's coming through too. Like, I don't know if you know her or not, but she's saying like she's standing right beside him and they're like locked arms together. So I don't know if they're related, knew each other, or just because they're your mom's guardians, they're also your guardians as well. Um, if you see certain birds, that's her, and she's kind of like your spirit guide, so to speak.
I
Especially
see
owls.
cardinals all the time. It's
Okay.
weird. I'll be driving and then a cardinal just flies right by me, and
Yep.
it's been crazy.
That one's grandpa, but I'm saying like owls for her. Owls. If you see owls, whether even if it's in your news feed or
I actually just saw a Facebook post about owls.
that's her, and that's just saying that she's with you, right? Especially if you're upset, crying, like feeling shitty, and then poof, there's an owl. That's letting you know that they're right with you. The Cardinals are grandpa though. Grandpa. Okay. Also, was he a tractor guy?
Yes.
Okay. So the tractors too, but um you see those on the regular because we live in the North Country.
I
But
live
if you
on a
see them
farm.
in an odd way,
I saw
so
one in Plattsburgh.
right, so that's him,
So weird.
right? So when it's in an odd way, when it's out of place or decorated or on top of a barn, that's his way of like, hey, I'm here. Look at this. Pay attention. Notice these things. This is my way of saying hello to you. Okay. Um, Were you thinking about going back to school or doing something at school?
I
He
was
says
thinking
you
of going to get my CNA to
you
work at
need
the
to do that.
hospital.
You need to do that because that's going to make you feel good about yourself and give you lots of self confidence where you're like, I don't need this shit. I don't need anybody, right? I don't I don't want you to get as far as your mom is, where she's just like, fuck all relationships.
Uh-huh.
Um, she'll come around eventually, but for her, I think it's just her and her friends, and that's it for life now. I don't want you to get like that because you deserve to be happy too. Your mom's found her happiness and peace. You need to find yours. Please don't be dumbasses like us and wait till you're fucking 45 to do it, right? You have your whole life ahead of you. Okay. So, do you have any questions for your grandpa?
I'm just wondering if it's him waking me up at 3 o'clock in the morning to eat chocolate. It's an every night occurrence, no matter what has happened throughout the day, no matter how tired. 3 o'clock on the dot, I'm up eating chocolate.
Okay. So, is it like a craving that you're having? Because what I'm getting is he's saying it's stress.
I I mean, I've had cravings, but I was a breastfeeding mom and then they kind of just stuck. But the chocolate's been weird. I did it when I was pregnant, so it freaked me out a bit. But then I texted mom and she's like, it's probably grandpa. And I'm like, well, I'll have to ask him.
Well, what I'm saying is it could be that he's waking you up, but the chocolate is helping your stress levels. So, it has something to do. I don't know the scientific terms. Okay, I'm not science lady. I'm the angel lady, but
Because I know
it has to
chocolate
do
gives
with,
you a dopamine or something to
yeah,
calm you.
serotonin levels and
Yeah.
dopamine in your brain. And you're waking, like he's there with you, but you're waking up because your stress levels are really high. Your cortisol, your hormone is really high, and it's making it hard for you to stay asleep. Okay. So what the chocolate is doing is helping you to relax, even though it's caffeine. It makes absolutely no sense. But as women like me, give me chocolate and I won't stay up all night. It'll make me feel better, right? And
Mhm.
it's kind of like somebody who's an alcoholic. You're just like a chocoholic. You know what I mean? You're getting up to have that chocolate because it's helping you to bring those cortisol levels down. But he's right there holding your hand. So he's always there. especially when you sit on the couch. Make room for him. Okay?
Usually always do.
Okay. Keep that space for him.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for hanging out with me.
You're welcome.
Take my advice. Even if you won't listen to your mama, you can listen to me.
Okay.
It says teacher.
Okay.
Thanks for hanging out with me.
All right. Bye.
Still working on this, you guys. Like, I always close myself out. Sorry. I don't mean to. Thanks for hanging out with me, Madison. Jenny, I hope you're watching. Who else we got? We have Kayla and Melina, Alicia. Alicia's face looks familiar. I think I read her before. We got Janelle and Mr. William. Who wants to come on? We got 6 speakers here that want to hang out here. We got, let's see. Okay, Sarai. Happy Wolf Moon. Hi, Amy Roberts. Sarai, I'm going to try and invite you. I'm just going to take a drink real quick. See if I can't get you on camera with me. These lights give me a headache, but I want you to be able to see me. Sarai. Trying to invite you. Is it working? Y'all are being quiet. No noises. Make some noise. Can everybody hear me? Thank you. Every time you clap, I can hear it. It's funny. Sarai, can you hear me? She's on the stage, but it's not working. Sarai, can you try and add yourself to video? Let's try it again. Hopefully I'm saying it right. It's not working. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Let's take Madison off. Maybe it says not available. Okay. Invite. It says you're joining from the web, so I'm not able to invite you, Sarai. I'm sorry. Let's see. Who else is here? Let's see. Trying, you guys. I'm trying. Hang on. I'm picking through all of you, trying to get you on the stage. Christina, trying to invite you to video. Sorry, Fireside is just kind of interesting. Doesn't always work for everyone, so it's kind of like a trial and error thing. Inviting you to video, Christina. I think I've tried this before and it didn't work, but there you are. Hello. I think you're still muted. You have to unmute yourself. Right? I know Fireside's so hard to figure out. It's so confusing. Let's see if I can't unmute you. Nope, I can't unmute you. So, for me, there's a little microphone down at the bottom. Maybe tap on yourself. I really don't know. I can't offer you advice. Can anybody else tell her how to do it? I don't know. I haven't seen it from the other side. Poor Christina. Jocelyn's going to help us. She always does.
Hi.
Hello.
So the microphone button is actually dead center in the middle at the very bottom.
That's where it is for me too. Do you see it, Christina?
I mean, she could always just try leaving the stage and coming back to reset it. That's another good way to do it as well.
Okay.
Oh, maybe she has limited access because
Here, I got it.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thanks, Jocelyn. Woo! We did it! Christina, your name looks familiar to me. You follow me on Facebook, don't you?
Yes,
Nice. Have I ever done a reading for you before?
not face to face.
Nice. So we've done card readings.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So 1 to 2 people. Who do you want to hear from today?
My dad,
Okay, what's his name?
Gary,
Does he have a last name?
Debya,
Can you spell that for me so I can say it right?
Debyah.
That's the middle name, or it must be that you have on Facebook. I knew your name from somewhere, and I thought I was saying it wrong on Facebook the other day when we were doing Manifestation Monday, right? Yeah. Okay. So immediately connecting with his energy, I'm struggling to breathe. Does that make sense to you? Like I'm having a hard time taking a breath of the air
Yeah.
in. Okay. I am getting a headache too, but I was kind of getting that before where I turned the light. So I don't know if that's related to him or not.
Yes.
Okay. He just didn't feel good. He just didn't feel good and he didn't understand it. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Did he have a mustache by any chance?
No.
No. Okay. I was like, I feel like I have a mustache. It's a really weird feeling when you're a woman. Like all of a sudden I just like felt like I had a full mustache there. Let's see. Please tune me to this frequency. Did he struggle really hard to breathe, like COPD or like lung cancer, something to do with that? Because I'm really just like
He had
struggling.
respiratory failure.
Okay, makes sense. Thank you for that. What happened with the head? Why did he have like headaches, or did he have something to do with like brain tumors or cancer, seizures?
He had a stroke. We found out a couple weeks before he passed.
Okay, so he didn't know. Okay, he just didn't feel good. That's what makes sense. Okay. What he's showing me is I don't know if it affected the left side of his body, but I'm getting like a tingling down the left side of my body and pain in my chest, and just like struggling to breathe. Like I just don't feel good.
He had Parkinson's and pacemaker.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. All new feelings for me. So it's nice of him to try and translate that to me. He was just really beat up, huh? He's just like, wow. The list of complaints were so long, but I feel like he didn't really complain at all. It was just like he kept it inside, and he was nervous about it. Like I don't know if he didn't like going to the doctors or whatever, but he was just like, if I tell somebody, they're gonna make me go. So I'm gonna keep it to myself. Okay. Thank you for validating that. So was he a heavy smoker at one time?
Yeah, when he was when we worked on the farm, he smoked.
But he quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, son of a bitch, I should have just kept smoking. He said I gave up the one thing that I loved so I would feel better, and in the end I didn't end up feeling better, right? So he's kind of laughing about that, like I should have just kept smoking. I don't know how long it had been since he had quit, but he didn't change other behavior. So like he changed the smoking, but he didn't change like his eating or exercise levels or anything like that. So it's kind of like you think that one thing's a miracle cure, and it really wasn't, right? He was okay with the thought of dying, it was the process of like going to the hospital that he didn't like. He didn't, I don't know if he didn't like needles or he didn't like the thought of having surgery or like doctors just like doing things to him. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be cut open, and I don't want to be, poked and prodded is what he's saying. Poked and prodded. So he was okay with passing. He just, it wasn't, it was a little scary to him at first because he didn't know what was going on, right? So it was like, I'm not going to tell anybody, because if I'm just going to die, I'm going to die, and that's it. I'm not going to have all these extreme measures. I don't want people crying over me and fussing over me and making a big deal over me, because there's no reason for that, right? Does that make sense to you? Okay. And it's kind of the same thing when he passed too. Like, I don't want anybody crying or fussing. I just want to be in peace. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, he waited till after I left.
Okay. He's showing me. Was he in the service? Did they do like salutes, army salutes or something for him? He's showing me like horns blowing, and I don't know what that means. Does that make sense to you at all? Like car horns, like bugle horns?
Sometimes when he got lost in a parking lot, he would the car alarm, like,
The panic buttons? Does that happen now? Does it randomly go off?
not yet. No.
Okay, so if you're in a parking lot and you hear that panic button, that's a reminder for you that he's still with you. Okay, so I'm literally seeing like walking out of the store, like Walmart or whatever, in this big parking lot, and there's like bonk, 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 and that's like dad saying hi. Okay, doesn't necessarily have to be your car. It's just like random instances of where that you're hearing that. That's him saying hello. Okay. I feel like he had a faith. Like, he wasn't religious, but he had a faith. He believed in God. He believed in like he would go somewhere and something would happen. He didn't think that when he died that was it, and that's why he was okay with dying. He just didn't like the idea of the process. Okay, and he really didn't like the idea of people fussing over him. Like, just, I almost feel like my stepdad, when my stepdad passed, he's just like, do what you want with me. I don't care. Like, I'm dead. I'm not there. It's, so we ended up doing like organ donation for him. So it was only his, like the lenses of his eyes that helped someone to see, but it was something, he was 65 years old. So there wasn't much they could take for him that was still good and working. But I feel like your dad was kind of the same way. Like, I'm gone. Like, don't cry for me, because that's not my body. You know what I mean? So if there was some sort of fight or indecision of what to do with his remains, whether it was burial or cremation, like, he really doesn't, there was no preference. It didn't matter to him. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So if you're upset about that in some way because somebody didn't respect what he had wanted, that doesn't matter to him. Okay. It's important for you to know that. Where was your mom in all this?
She was there with him. She was with him when he passed.
Okay.
And my brother, my older brother.
Okay. So what he's showing me for his passing was just like the pressure in his head just increased. And it was slowly, as if like when you have a really bad headache and you just have to close your eyes, and that was it. Like, he drifted away. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't traumatic. It wasn't scary. It was like having a headache and going to sleep. Okay. So you need to know that. I know a lot of times when people are with their loved ones when they pass, it's traumatic for them because they have to witness the body, shutting down. And for him, he's saying that it really wasn't that bad. So it's important for you to know that there's more to life than this. So I don't know if there's things that he didn't do or regretted not doing, or there's things that you're regretting not doing. He's saying there's more to life than this. And he says that will make sense to you. Okay? It's important that you remember that because you're feeling stuck. okay, and not moving forward. He says he needs you to move forward. Okay. So if that's processing your grief, take your time, right? That's just him voicing his opinion. But if that's with your life and anything going on in your life, I think it's a little bit of both. He's saying like he wants you to go forward in your life, right? There's never enough time to be spent with loved ones. Never ever. And he wished that he could, I don't know if he liked to play card games or like just sit around the table and like talk. But he says there was never enough time. And people who are living waste a lot of time. And I feel like he feels like he wasted some time. So whether it's like doing something stupid or just not spending time with his family when, he was out at the racetrack or whatever. I'm not saying that he was at the racetrack, but he's saying like he wished he had done more things or had more time to do things. Okay. Does that make sense to you?
He was a farmer.
Okay. So he worked all the time. Not a racetrack, but he worked with animals, cows. Yeah. I know what that's like. It's a lot of hard work. The money wasn't important, right? So he worked all the time for the money, but the money wasn't the important part. The important part was the family, and he didn't see that for a long time. He just wanted to be a good provider. So I don't know if he gave you guys a good life by farming, or I feel like he really tried to do that. Was the farm was his, right?
It was our cousin.
Okay. Why is he saying it's his?
Well, at first he born and raised on a farm.
Okay. So it was his life. It's who he was.
Who he was.
Okay. But you don't do that, right? Okay. And you have a significant other, and
Yes.
they don't do that.
No. Well,
Okay.
his family did, yes.
Okay, but you get out of that. Like you didn't stay in the family business, so to speak.
No.
Okay, good. Glad for that. It's really hard work. We do need farmers, but man, I really feel for them. It's like 16-hour days every single day of the week. So I just know. I don't even know how to describe it to you. I just know. I lived it. He doesn't want that for you. So if you're working farmers hours or trying to do a lot, he doesn't want that for you. Family's what's important. That's what he's saying. Like you've got to remember that family's what's important. Don't worry about the bills. Don't worry about the dollar signs. Don't worry about what you can give. What you need to give is your heart and your time. Okay. Was he a person that spent time with his family or quality time with his family at all? Or was it just work, work, work?
He worked, and up until he retired in 2012.
Okay. And he passed like just a couple years after that, right?
He just passed in September this year.
Oh, so it's really new. Wow. So even with his retirement, he still worked? Because he's showing me like working up till the day he died.
He always was in the garage, puttering around, doing stuff,
Okay.
mowing the lawn, doing anything to keep busy.
Okay. Your mom's okay though.
Yes and no.
Okay. He's telling me that she's okay. So I don't know if you're worried about her health or her mental health, but he's telling me that she's okay. She'll be okay. Okay. You're not going to lose her anytime soon. So I don't know if there's like some physical ailments going on or whatever. He's like, it's going to be a little bit. Okay.
She just had a clean bill of health, so
Good. She's going to be around for a bit. So he'll be lurking. That's what he calls it, lurking. He'll still putter around, still be around, but it's really important for you to know that like you've got to give your time and your energy to your family. Like he instilled in his family that work ethic, right? And to just do and do and do and do and do, and he feels like that was wrong. And he feels very strongly about telling you like you've got to slow down and take time. So I don't know if the job that you do or whatever you do is like really stressful on you, but like you've got to take time for your family. Does that make sense to you?
yes.
Okay. Are you going to listen to him? He tells me you're not. You're stubborn. Like him. Okay. Do you have any questions for me? Or for him?
Does he know how much I loved him?
Of course. And you talk to him and he listens. He listens. Even if you guys butted heads or he wasn't there to listen in life, the love is always there and it's always felt. It's not broken because he's gone. A lot of times people who are left behind feel that tremendous loss, but for them that have crossed over, it's like nothing has changed, right? They still have that love bond. They can still hear you. They can still see you and interact with you, but us in our meat suits, they're so thick that we have a hard time recognizing the signs, right? Or hearing them or allowing them to visit in our dreams, right? So just bring to peace of mind, just knowing that he loves you so much and he's trying to give you advice to slow down and take time and create those bonds with your family so that they don't have to question that when your time is up and you're gone, will they wonder, did they love me, right? It's important for you to know that, right? And talk to him all the time. Talk to him in the car, talk to him in a tractor, talk to him wherever you are in the office. Talk to him because he can hear you. You don't even have to say it out loud. They can hear your thoughts too. So, not even your thoughts are your own. They're in there just like lurking around sometimes. So, just know they can hear everything. They can experience anything you want them to do. And if you need some private space, you'd be like, okay, you can go away now. Like, go visit mom or something. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people get creeped out. Like, what do they watch everything? No, they don't watch everything. But when you call them and say, Dad, I miss you. Dad, I love you. They're right there. Okay.
I just needed to hear that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. We all do. And I lost my dad too in 2018. So I understand. It's hard. It's hard when you lose someone you love so much.
I was this little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy's girl.
Me too. I get it. So keep talking to him, okay? Any other questions for me?
Is my grandma there with him?
She the one with the curly hair? Does she have curly hair?
She had, white curly hair.
So, he was a taller guy. Does that make sense to you?
My dad,
So,
yes.
so I'm seeing a smaller woman in the background, but her hair was kind of like puffy.
It's my grandma. It's my
Yes.
grandma.
Yeah.
his,
And you know
his
what?
dad.
They're on the same level. So I don't know if you've watched my other chats and how I explain, like when they're crossed over, they have different learning levels, right? And they're on the same level. So they're not separated in any way whatsoever. Same levels. Did she have a walker by any chance?
She was what do you call it? She had a hard time walking. It was she was hunchback,
Okay. That makes sense.
arthritis and stuff.
Kind of
like
frail too, right?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
She had leukemia.
I'm sorry?
She had leukemia.
Okay. She was just showing me like a walker and having difficulties with the movement. And something about her voice. Her voice was it really soft? Okay. So, something about her eyes. Are yours and her eyes the same? Or did she
Yes.
have like really blue eyes?
Hers are brown, I believe. Yeah,
Did you see
brown.
brown?
Brown. Yeah, I believe brown. I think
Okay.
so. Yeah, she's been gone 25 years.
Okay.
I want to say brown,
Okay.
or maybe hazel. I don't. I'm trying to.
There was something significant about her eyes that she was trying to say. So either your eyes were the same or there was a significant way that they looked. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like he's her protector. So like he stands in front of her protecting her. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Same
That was
level.
nice.
Yep. Good. All
They
right.
live next door to one another.
So he was a mama's boy. Okay. That makes sense. She liked to do a lot though, even though she had difficulties getting around.
Yeah.
Yeah. She liked to get around even though it was hard.
She taught me to drive.
That's funny. It's really funny because I feel like she shouldn't have known how to drive. Does that make sense to you? Okay. I don't know if she had to like sneak to learn how to drive or something. There's a story behind that. She's telling me there's a story.
Nice.
All right. Do you have any other questions for me?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm glad I could bring you some messages from your dad. Just know that he's always there and he loves you so, so much. You'll always be daddy's little girl. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
Thanks. All right. I turned myself off again. Ah, how do I do this? This is crazy. Okay. Here I am. I'm back, you guys. I'm still figuring this out. Someday I'll get it straight. All right. Well, I think that concludes tonight Messages from Spirit on Fireside. I will be back on Monday on Facebook with William for Manifestation Monday and Manifestation Messages from Spirit on Wednesday on Facebook. So if you don't follow me on Facebook, come find me. I'm Christy Asherbranner. It's not hard. And I hope to see y'all then. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next Friday. And then I got to figure out how to shut this off. I really don't know. Thanks, guys.